Hello and welcome to Cassie's Cosmic Wave of the Week. Wishing you all a wonderful new year. This is a little bit about the Capricorn new moon and the week ahead. It's Friday the 3rd of January 2014. So are you all jumping on your New Year's resolutions, thinking about the big move in love, in work, the year ahead? You know, this is all about tips or a driving force that are all going to take you ahead. For 2014, it's going to bring in a lot of what are called bliss or changes in the universe. It's going to be aligning in such a way that it's making things secure long-term in love. Again, Saturn in Capricorn, it's long-term, it's longevity. Relationships are at long last going to be in your grasp. Gold rings, engagements for many, I feel around July, August time. When it comes to love, we all want to have, again, maybe that gold ring or that lighter connection or another deeper level with our responsibilities or that relationship. I feel 2014 is a year of extreme good luck and going to bring in a lot of major opportunities to secure love, homes, work, lots of new things. No more crossing the fingers. It's going to bring in security, whatever you're doing within your life. The old may become the new, but it's very much about Uranus is breaking free, so you're letting go of old patterns, old ways, and this is going to be very much taking you forward. So for those people out there asking the questions about love, around the cosmic energy, what's happening and what's coming in, there is a big shift, and the astrology or the cosmo it's going to take you on a journey, and the cosmo or horoscopes analyzes sometimes your own personal birth chart as a human being. Were you born under the sign of Taurus? Pisces is your moon sign in Capricorn. Different aspects as to how we express, how our nature is, how our aura is. You've got Venus going retrograde still, so we think, review, relook, re-edit, and Venus will turn direct again on January the 31st. So as from the 1st of February, it's very much you'll be bringing in good luck from either side of the pond. Are you in love? Are you going to find love? Will love blossom? Love vibrations heats up in February in particular. So February is what I call your foundation month, things heating up. April will also be very significant when Mars and Venus converse on romantic possibilities. So again, it will be that build up. April will be a significant month also. Things will slow down throughout February again because we're going to have a Mercury retrograde. But Mars in Libra is about passion. It's about that balance. Neptune will make us perhaps hypersensitive or have all that dream and escape kind of feeling within our lives. But getting back to the podcast for today, the new moon in Capricorn, this is a super moon. It's going to take you forward even for the next 6 months. So I want you to ride that wave of Capricorn. It's got 4 or 5 planets in it, which is making what they call a grand cross in astrology. And that grand cross is really going to push you forwards. A lot of people, even myself, over the last couple of days, I felt a little bit withdrawn, a little bit down. And that's what I call the crossing of the field into the new dawn, the new year, the new month, into the Capricorn energy. Capricorn is about your goals, your ambitions, your structure, your aims. With that Saturn, it brings in structure, it brings in commitments. So if you're making new friendships with people, new relationships, meeting people, new jobs, new goals, it says that they have longevity or stability for you all to take you forward over the coming 6 months, even the entire year. So, Saturn is, again, I said, linked towards that permanent energy in your life. What can you change in your life? Is it that job, that house, that friendship? It's about structure. It's about cementing something. So this is a very significant moon, and it will be asking you, with Uranus going forward on the 17th of December, people are wanting to eclipse things, people or situations from their life. It may mean that you want to break free from an old relationship, an old job. You might just have walked away now. For some of you where your relationships are really struggling, you will start to analyse I still care about them, but want to break free. I want to have my space. I want to have my freedom. They're not understanding me. So what I would say to you is, don't be so direct. Do not make any judgment or any judgment calls within a Venus retrograde. The best thing to handle this is to wait till February, particularly from the 1st to the 5th. That's the time that I would rethink. If you can hold off, March is far better after the Mercury retrograde, but if you're wanting to do it now, don't be too hasty. Wait till the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th of February is the better time to really make that judgment call on this. You know, Capricorn is about the boss, someone in authority, the judge, the parent. It's about receiving key information. Today, the 3rd, the planets are still very, I said to people, it's irrational, it's emotional, it's nasty. Politely put, it's nasty till about the 7th. Today is a day of where you can hear about some form of communication that may be from the boss, the parent, someone in authority. Next week, the 7th and 8th, is better on information. Energy's mellow. We take back all the stabbing energies, the knives, the volatile behaviour, the impulsiveness. The 7th and 8th, Mercury conjoins, and it's about communication. Again, Jupiter in Cancer is about growth and expansion. So anybody, as we come up to the full moon, 25 degrees in Cancer on the 15th, expansion can mean pregnancies, expanding the family life, renovating the home, expanding your home, wanting to move home, expanding your field of home life, of family life. Unfortunately, as a note, I will say to people, it's all about your stomach area, Jupiter in Cancer. And on a sad note, but a realistic note, it expands things within inside our stomach. On a plus, pregnancies, but if you've got any niggles on your internal, whether it's reproductive for females or males, your bowels, your stomach area, it can mean growths in that area, which means you can have cancerous growths, you can have something growing on your insides that can just be a cyst, but it means expansion. And that's a little bit of me being negative but realistic out there. Jupiter in Cancer for me can mean expansion within your stomach. Something can grow, something can add on. I'm hoping it means expansion in your family life and your house and home area. But on a negative note, but some things have come to light in my life recently of people that I've talked to over the last couple of weeks about anything which I have said before around the midriff area, which is your stomach below. A lot of people with the Scorpio Taurian fields have, it is your reproductive area, is, you know, again, death, transformation, Uranus, shocking news, unexpected ill health, unexpected cancer related, unexpected I'm not well, this has been going on for months, and they've had or heard the news or waiting on the news. Some of you may receive the news on the Cancer full moon, which is the 15th. That may bring things to a climax, or you may hear the news about your situation, whether it's a pregnancy, ill health, or home life, or anything else. But to me, I've fingers crossed that it isn't bad news for people, but it is something that I will realign for people. Jupiter in Cancer is a growth, but it is around your creativity, your artistic side, expanding that family life, again, pregnancies, expanding your home, maybe moving home or change of a home. Let's hope it's not on the negative aspect. I hope it's the real estate or the renovation side of things. It's about security needs. It's all about the roots and structure when you have Capricorn connected, or, you know, it's rule of Saturn. Time to break free with Uranus going direct as well. It went direct in December. And a lot of people have formed, I've got a new identity, new image, new life. I want a new partner. I want a new home. I want to break free. I want a new job. I want a new haircut. I want to look and feel differently. So it's all about you breaking free from something in your life in some way. You're wanting to break away from old patterns, old situations, how you've behaved in the past. It's all about change. And Venus is still retrograde, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, so it's still time to rethink, review, re-edit, re-look at your life in some way. For some of you, you may want to walk away, as I've said, from relationships, but wait till February before you make that decision. The energies will pull you from this way to that at the moment. You'll constantly be changing your mind. it's a little bit like, you know, when we have that Mercury retrograde on the 6th of Feb to the 28th, again, retrogrades are holding back on things, on that communication, what we want to say, vehicles, letters, news. It's a slowdown of the energies, asking us to rethink. We hate it in one way, but on a plus, it's telling you not to move too quickly. Your speed and quickness will come in March for each and every one of you. Mars in Libra is asking about the balance. It brings in drive, it brings in aggression, it brings in impulsiveness. Now, Mars went into Libra early December and it's here to July. I think Mars goes retrograde early March till May, when again that'll slow down certain aspects, but it brings in passion. You're going to want, in the sexual side now, you're going to want it now. So Mars in Libra is the impulsiveness around relationships at the moment. Impulsiveness, let's walk away. Impulsiveness, let's go into one. And I'm still going to say this energy is with us to July, so it's still about taking the steps to get from A to B rather than rushing into something. In a nutshell, you know, Mars in Libra is a very sexual charged energy. It's penetration, it's in-depth, it's excitement, it's strong attractions, it's let's jump into a new relationship. It's time to reinvent ourselves. Let's be someone different. Your work area, your image, your identity. A lot of the energies around that full moon, in Cancer will bring in new relationships, new people into your life. It'll be quite an exciting time. Do not do things in haste. Remember, we're in a Venus retrograde. He's attractive, but you might not think him attractive next month in February, or she's attractive. So it's asking you to slow down. The new you, time to take action, time to make things happen. But they're not going to happen overnight. So it's about setting the goals in motion, setting the wheels in motion. Saturn in Scorpio, again, it's asking you really to look at your goals in certain areas. If it's in your sex life, if it's in your health or your reproductive needs, maybe it's your money, your finances, bankruptcy, debt, loans, taxes. Take your time to tackle some of these issues, and it's about setting the wheels in motion. Nothing happens overnight, but if you can set the wheels in motion, it's getting the ball rolling for the progress for the rest of the year. Remember, the eclipses around April, May is eclipsing something or a situation out your life. So maybe you're really ready to tackle around the April period. If it's the death, the loans, your finances, property mood, eclipsing thing out your life. So the cosmo or the universe is setting things in the right direction, but on a slow, steady level. You have to get on the ball, onto the escalator, onto that movement. You have to be seen to be active. Is the way the cosmo works to align your thoughts and things. Neptune in Pisces, your dreams, new doors, imagination, creative flow, opening new doors on an imagination, opening new doors around your intuition. Negatively, it can mean deception. Watch out for people decepting you, or crossing your path in some way that's not been honest with you at that point in time. On another note, Neptune in Pisces is a lot of people dealing with hospitals, addictions, artistic music, your research, your yoga. But look at what I said about hospitals, addictions, and I've just mentioned about Scorpio. Very much the Scorpio field about your reproductive need, expansion, cancer, your stomach area. So again, how Neptune in Pisces is things hidden. Neptune is about, you could have had an issue and been eluding yourself that things are fine. Neptune in Pisces is about, it is your imagination, but it is hospitals, addictions, it's dealing with it. Things maybe you're being deceptive to yourself. So if you've got any little ailments or minor niggles with what I would call your midriff area, get on it, get to a doctor, go and see somebody. It is the time to deal with it. Make that part of your task, if you like, for 2014. This moon is significant. It is your goals, your aims. It's pushing you. It'll drive you. The goat up the mountain. The Capricorn is steady. It's the only animal that can get up that mountain steadily, pacing themselves to get to the top of their goals and their aims. It's progression. Some key dates, Today you've got a Mercury energy in the skies. It's still not the greatest of day, but there is some form of communication that you can have. Maybe it's around those goals, those aims, that bankruptcy, that money, that finances. The major key dates I would have put 6th, 7th and 8th really of next week. I kind of think that's the opening of a portal, which I've mentioned before. Sunday the 5th isn't a bad day. It's a little bit lighter for talks, but I would say gentle talks, even if it's love, even if it's someone putting an idea your way or opening up the opportunity. The major talks, I kind of think nothing serious, nothing that you need to force till really the 7th and 8th. That's when a lot of these planets have stopped clashing and rash behaviour, and your emotional thoughts kind of die down, and it's nothing seems to be hitting one another in the cosmos where you want to hit one another, basically how it pans out. So it's about new moon is pushing you in a way. It's that rebirth energy. What is it you want? Remember that new direction, whether it's friends, groups, people, your divorce, your finances, reinventing yourself, expanding your life, recreational, kids, your lover, positive doorways, media, marketing, educating yourself, getting serious about something within your life. So this is the time to have that do-over, to have that regrowth within your life. It's very much time to push things forward. The 10th house in Capricorn, unfortunately, on a health aspect is your knees, your bones, your skin, your teeth. On a plus, it's out there in the media, the public eye, your fame, being acknowledged, that pat on the back. But I got the dentist this month on several occasions, and February, so that's my teeth. Anybody struggling with their knees or their bones or their skin, rashes, anything, till we come out the Capricorn energy, unfortunately that could be very much part of what you're all going to be experiencing a little bit. It will pass. You know, January is going to be a very powerful month. It's intense. It's improving things within your life, but you've got to participate within your life to make things happen, even within the cosmos, even within a spiritual aspect. It's about change. It is transformation. Cardinal energies is about feeling very restless at the moment. What do you want? Where you've been shifted and pushing yourself to? What do you want to release? Use the moon and the planet energy to speak your truth. Some Mercury alignments are coming up in the next few days, and that's about you speaking your mind. Mars in Libra can mean that getting the balance yet, but balance around exercise, your health, driving yourself forwards. Where is it? And you will all feel the new energy. A lot of people, myself, I've stepped back. A lot of people will be really feeling this alignment as they move forward. It is about new patterns. It is about new you. You'll notice the shift in yourself. Capricorn is your subconscious mind. So again, a lot of you will be feeling your mind start to reevaluate. Where have you been valued? Are you being valued? This month is about the changes in you, your identity. So the chameleon side of you is changing this month. February is about putting your foundation down. Let's nail the house to the floor. Let's put a bid on that property. Let's nail something. But remember, fortunately, Mercury going retrograde is no signing of anything. So it's about you perhaps having a look and reviewing again in February. I like this house, I like that. The foundations of you saying yes to what you're doing with a property or moving house or selling a house will be in the March period, when Jupiter goes direct again, round about the 4th or the 6th, very early. Mars will go retrograde then, but Jupiter is she's a big planet. She's here to July. She's in Cancer, which is expanding your home life. It's making those, expanding your travel, expanding your knowledge. It's a real growth opportunity, and it's in a nice area. So at the moment, it is about ambitions, and linked to Saturn. Remember, it's about structure. If you meet new people as friends, they can be long-term friends this month. If you meet someone that you kind of think, they're a friend I would like more, long-term longevity, Capricorn in Saturn. Whatever you're starting, whatever you're whirling through your mind now has long-term consequences for your future. You know, we will need to get to the heart and soul behind some of these goals. So you're really going to have to want what you're going to be doing with a passion. 21st, 22nd of this month, Moon in Libra again, another strong level of increase. I do feel for a lot of people, anything from the 21st going into Aquarius to the end of the month will be a very, very strong alignment and indication. And for some of you, 29th, 30th is Uranus, is about bringing in luck around money. Checks out the blue, checks that you've been waiting for. Maybe you've had a health insurance that's been sitting there and it's suddenly said 2014, oh, it's past its 10 years, we'll get divvying up the monies. Maybe you've been waiting on money from a remortgage or something. Very end of the month, 29th, 30th, the days when you can expect an influx of finances. Yay, you all say, because it's been a difficult month and some of you will be struggling now. So this is about making the adjustments in the early part of the month. You know, it's got a certain progress. It's like your mindset in the first part now, feeling a little bit anxiety, stress, rethinking. Mid-month, home, family, relationships, giving that another little bit of a push. Full moon is quite emotional. As we get to that Aquarius feel, that to me, again, we have a super new moon on the 30th in Aquarius, more socialising, new friends coming in, getting out there, meeting people, starting new ventures, starting new things within your life. It's about riding that wave of Capricorn and what it entitles, your emotions, your responsibilities, your loyalties, the reality of it all. Saturn is the wise elder, so it can be a family member, a boss, someone older that you're discussing things with or you're gaining knowledge with. It's solid foundation within your life. It is about foundation. Capricorn can want solitude and space, so the first part of the month when we hit the new moon, you might find that for the first 3 or 4 days you want solitude or you step away, particularly if you're a Capricorn. You may need to be in your own meditative state or own inner guru. And for all of you other signs, whether you're a Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, you may find that you take on that sign of the Capricorn, and maybe you want to step back and not really want to have that contact or explain yourself in any form, in any way. Capricorn, they can be the Peter Pan of the zodiac, but the Capricorn in the new moon is about maturity through discipline. And this is about, growing up. The reality is, guys, it's time to grow up. It's time to get serious when Saturn is in Scorpio as well, and Saturn connected towards Capricorn. It is about, we can all feel lonely and depressed in the endless winter of the soul, I call it, around January. But this is about you kind of just thinking about your responsibilities and, you know, maybe needing to confront a few things within your life. Jupiter is asking for you to expand something. Uranus is saying it's time to wake up, it's time to break free. Choose accordingly as to what you want. Be honest with yourself, be honest with others. Be very truthful. Pluto is about power, balance with power within your life at the moment. So a lot of you will be doing a lot of thinking. You know, a lot of what you need as a person. It's not take what you need, it will be about balance, responsibilities, and again, just getting that greater sense of clarity maybe within your life at this point. So, you know, enjoy the new moon that is there. It is a big super moon, which means it's very closer. If I said you're under a sun lamp and it's 500 miles away, you're not going to feel the benefit. If I said you're under a sun lamp and it's 2 foot away, you'll feel that energy. This moon feels like it's 2 foot away, so it will impact you. You'll feel the energies of it, the ambition, you'll feel the pull and the drive in a very significant way. Then within that short space, within a month, you've got another super new moon. Very, very rare do we have 2 super new moons in 1 month. You normally have 1 new moon, 1 full moon. You've got 2 super new moons, so the month will be significant. February is your foundations. April will be the next significant month, and I feel October will as well in 2014. You're looking at realigning your core values. So, you know, for this year around the planet, the aspect, I don't really look into the government and what's always on the news, but I feel that financially we'll be looking at how we're valued, our pay structure. With Capricorn, it will be about authority, people in authority, dealing with finances, dealing with the structure of our world and the structure or restructure of buildings or foundations in some way. So it's very much going to be a year that is building foundations, whether it's your life, the outer life, the outside world, rebuilding something. It's all about a growth period that hasn't been around for many, many years. And this is about teaching you all something in some way. It's going to be a fantastic year, and we're starting it off now, and no one likes January, but make the most of this year. The Uranus-Pluto square, okay, we've got till March 2015, but that is about destroying the old in your life to order to rebuild it. If you're in a triangle, third parties with people, affairs, you may well have to wait till March 2015 for someone to step away, for you to become one with that person. But Uranus-Pluto is about getting rid of the old, detoxing, which doesn't happen overnight. But bit by bit, we should have a magnificent clearing point. By March 2015, you should all be where you need to be. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. This is Cassie's Cosmo, with your wave of the week, or your wave of riding that moon in Capricorn. This is the 3rd of January. Enjoy the week ahead. 7th and 8th onwards feel to me as if life will really start to get better. Enjoy. But I'll probably do a podcast then. The 11th and 12th are what they call golden days. So not this weekend, but next, the 11th and 12th, you should really have a harmonious weekend. That's a really nice weekend coming in. So my feeling is you should start to feel a lot happier from then on, moving forward for the following weeks of January. God bless, and wishing you all a wonderful, super weekend ahead. Take care. Watch those irrational behaviours and thoughts, those outspoken moments, feeling emotional, feeling like you just want to push the trigger. Step back, go for a walk, go to the gym, watch TV, have a glass of wine. Just step back from anything that you feel like you want to stamp on, crush, make a hasty decision on. Don't do it. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th of February, by all means, your mind would have levelled out. But the energies at the moment, anything you ask for, clash for, will just go pear-shaped. So I hope you'll take that and think about that over the next couple of days. Right, bye-bye guys, take care. From Cassie's Cosmo.